What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well, feeling great, and enjoying freedom. It's a great day to have a great day. Today, I wanted to talk about silver, but more specifically, I wanted to talk about silver sunshine rounds and bars. Why I've always liked them, why I still like them, and I'm looking forward to getting even more of their products. We're going to get into it, but really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for daily videos, subscribe to my second channel for weekly videos. Go and get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel in the biggest possible way. Come and join us in the Precious Metals VIP Club for giveaways, live streams, deal alerts, and a whole lot more. Join before April 1st to get entered into my latest giveaway. And of course, make sure to go and get your 5 free stocks by downloading Webull and funding your account. Everything will be linked in the description. So today is Tuesday, March 29th, 2022. The current spot price of silver as I'm filming the video is $24.29. It's down 62 cents today so far, or down 2.49%. Big red day for the beautiful white metal. Spot price of gold is $19.0710. It's down $15.50, or down 0.81%. Pretty decent red day for the beautiful yellow metal as well. And of course, the gold to silver ratio is in the 77 to 78 to 1 range. But of course, that's as I'm filming the video at like 10 o'clock in the morning, not as I'm editing, posting, or as you're watching. So head on down to the comments and let me know the date and time you're viewing the video and what the current spot price is for you. I'm always curious. Hit that like button like Will Smith hit Chris Rock at the Academy Awards or whatever it's called the other night. Anyway, today I wanted to talk about silver sunshine products. So sitting here in front of me, I have some standard sunshine rounds and bars. Now, there are some other designs as well, which we'll get into momentarily. But you can see on screen right here, we have half-ounce sunshine round, 1 ounce sunshine round, 5 ounce sunshine bar, and a 10 ounce sunshine bar. Now I've gotten all of these over the last couple of years, along with plenty others, a lot of duplicates, especially 1 ounce silver rounds. And I really wanted to talk about just sunshine in general today. And not only that, I wanted to talk about the Decoder lens, which I have right here. But when it comes to sunshine products, right off the bat, very quickly, let's just talk about how it looks. Let's talk about the aesthetics of sunshine rounds and bars. I was always drawn to it for whatever reason, probably because it has an eagle on it. Really anything with any form of an American symbol, whether it be an American flag or a bald eagle or the Liberty Bell, the Scales of Justice, Statue of Liberty, anything like that. Anything with some form of a symbol of the United States, I'm just naturally drawn to for whatever reason. Probably because I'm an American, thank God. But here's the thing. The sunshine rounds and bars have what you could probably call a very minimalistic or simplistic look to them. So right off the bat, just by its design, I'm a fan. Now, I'm well aware, by the way, that it does not matter what it looks like. I'm well aware that the design doesn't need to be fantastic, it doesn't need to be all that pretty. It could actually be repulsive for all anybody cares. Silver, so it really doesn't matter. I just wanted to point it out because when I had first gotten started stacking, the tail end of 2017 into early 2018, I was picking up random generic silver rounds. I didn't know what I was getting. I had no idea what it was going to be or what they meant or where they were from. I was picking some up from the local coin shop. I was just going by designs that I liked. I was like, well, that one's pretty cool. I'll take that one. Or sometimes I'd order a small box of them online, random designs. So it was going to be a surprise. I had no idea. Sometimes they would be silver buffalo rounds. Sometimes they would be sunshine rounds. Sometimes they'd be rounds with pictures of Santa Claus on them, or pictures of wrestlers, or pictures of different types of animals, or whatever. I never knew. I specifically chose random designs for that reason. So when they showed up and I opened up the package, Bunch of random rounds in there. Didn't know what I was going to get. It was always a surprise. Made it a little bit more fun. But funny enough, a lot of the time, when those rounds would come through, they would be these right here. The standard, simple, sunshine minting silver round. Now, lucky for me, on the back right there, it has that Mint Mark SI security feature, which back in early 2018, I didn't know anything about. I didn't know that was a security feature. I just thought that was part of the design. What did I know? I was just looking for silver, and I wasn't going after sunshine rounds. They would just come in randomly with the rounds that I would order. So this was one of my very first pieces of silver, hence why it's in an airtight capsule, because back then I didn't really know that the generic silver rounds didn't belong in airtight capsules. Rookie mistake, I guess. And by the way, speaking of airtight capsules, or speaking of silver and gold stacking supplies in general, every single product that I use for the most part will be linked in the description. I have a whole long list of Amazon affiliate links when it comes to anti-tarnish paper, airtight tubes and capsules, mint tubes, generic tubes, microscopes, the list goes on. Pretty much everything you need when it comes to silver and gold, Amazon affiliate link in the description, and it's pretty much the end of the month right now. Friendly reminder, come April, I'm removing all of those Amazon affiliate links from the descriptions of my videos from here on out, so you only have a couple days left to use them, so use them while you can. They're all linked in the description. Everything but the decoder lens. For whatever reason, these just aren't sold on Amazon, I guess. But anyway, I put it in an airtight capsule just because I didn't really know any better. I didn't really think anything of it, and surprise, surprise, it's not a problem that I put it in there. It's not harming the silver round in any way, shape, or form. I just didn't realize that it was a completely unnecessary thing to do. You don't need to protect the generic rounds the way you would protect a high premium collectible coin or something that's just limited mintage, something that you're going to want to keep in pristine condition. Now, you probably want to keep all your silver in as good condition as possible, but you probably don't need to pay the extra currency for airtights when you can just stick them in generic tubes like these right here. I have a bunch of these filled up with generic silver rounds. And like I said before, I had mentioned anti-tarnish paper. You can always stick some anti-tarnish paper in those generic tubes as well if you want. They look like this right here. These little black squares or black strips. Just stick them in the safe, stick them in the generic tubes, put them wherever you want. As long as they're around the silver, they'll absorb the pollutants and prevent silver from toning or tarnishing over time. But anyway, that was my very first silver sunshine round, or at least one of my very first silver sunshine rounds. Got at the very beginning of 2018. I got a couple more throughout the course of the year, and then later in the year, around Black Friday, Cyber Monday, I believe it was actually Black Friday, I had ordered this online. I don't remember from which online precious metal dealer I got it from, but I ordered this on Black Friday, and then over here, the 10 ounce, I ordered this on Cyber Monday. So I got these within just a couple of days from each other. And funny enough, I just considered this nice 10 ounce silver bar, my very first 10 ounce silver bar, by the way, I considered this to be pretty much a Christmas present to myself. I was like, you know what? I just went pretty much a whole year of stacking, and I rewarded myself with a little bit of silver. So that's the story behind these right here. This one, I actually just told this story a couple of days ago, or maybe it was even yesterday. I don't know. I've been filming so many videos, and so I have a whole bunch of videos that I'm sitting on so I can release them. But I had filmed a video either yesterday or the day before talking about fractional silver. So this is a little half troy ounce silver round. Not really that big of a fan of fractional silver. I mean, I am a fan of it. I'm just not a fan of the premiums that they typically carry or that they've always carried. So I never really worried about that. So long story short, in the summer of 2020, just as spot price was either surpassing $20 or about to hit $20, I found this on eBay for 10 bucks. I couldn't believe it. That's almost at spot. It was a fantastic deal. It was an opportunity. Unfortunately, not a whole great deal of silver, just a half a troy ounce, but I picked it up. I ordered it. It arrived, and obviously I checked it with the decoder lens, which we'll get into in just one second. And yeah, ended up being real. I remember telling a couple people about it. I was like, hey, I just found a fractional silver round for pretty much at spot on eBay, and a lot of people are like, you better get that checked. I don't know if that doesn't really, that sounds too good to be true. I was like, pretty sure it's real. And then obviously when it arrived, I tested it out with the decoder lens, and it's authentic. Now, before moving on to the decoder lens, I want to talk about a couple of other Sunshine products as well, because it's not just these. These are all the same. Different denominations, 1/2 ounce, 1 ounce, 5 ounce, and 10 ounce. All the same design though. They all look the same. They all resemble one another. But I just wanted to point something out, that Sunshine minting products don't necessarily need to look this way. In fact, they could resemble the Silver Eagle, and of course, Sunshine has their own version of the Buffalo round. So I want to talk about this one first. The Silver Eagle, or I shouldn't call it the Silver Eagle, the Walking Liberty design. You can tell it's a round, not a coin. A couple of different reasons. I actually have a Silver Eagle right here. Same design. Looks almost exactly the same, but look at the bottom right there. That's probably the more obvious one. This one says SMI, Sunshine Minting Inc., and this one has the year that it was minted on it. Coin, round. And then if we were to flip it over, flipping it over the Silver Eagle way, boom. Now if we flip this over the Silver Eagle way, look at that design. That's another way you can tell. The way you flip it. But on top of that, it also has that security feature right there in the dead center. Now I don't want to go on a tangent about the Type 2 Silver Eagles, but I really wish the US Mint went with something like this instead as a security feature, since the US Mint gets the blank pieces of silver before actually minting the Silver Eagles. We get them from Sunshine. So I wish they could have done some form of a collaboration, done some type of a security feature like this. Doesn't have to be exactly like that, but something like that instead of just changing the whole look. But anyway, that's the security feature right there. Now, not all Sunshine products have that security feature. Some of them, like this for example, it could have those rays in the background from the sun, but it doesn't have to have that security feature. Similar goes for the bars. It could have that, I don't even know what that's called. It has that design all in the background, but without this security feature right there. My favorite generic pieces of silver are Sunshine rounds and bars with that security feature. I believe it's probably a superior security feature, and it's for a couple of different reasons. Again, all you need to reveal whether or not it's an authentic piece of silver is this little decoder lens, which once again we'll get into in just 1 second. Now finally, I just wanted to talk about the Buffalo round. Now, I've always said since the very beginning, this is probably my favorite looking silver round, and it doesn't have to be from Sunshine. It could be any of the mints out there that put out their version of the Silver Buffalo. I've just always been a big fan. I always thought it was a beautiful design with or without that security feature that, of course, Sunshine has. I just always liked the Silver Buffalo, and I don't know what it is. Big fan of animals, big fan of Native American artwork and culture and whatnot. I've always appreciated it, and I've always thought it was, really interesting and unique, and I've always been fascinated by it. So really anything that comes to the Silver Buffalo round, and by the way, here's another thing I like about it. It's made out of silver. So all around, I'm a big fan of the Silver Buffalo round, especially the ones that are minted by Sunshine. I'm a big fan. I'll always be a big fan. And once again, I believe that right there is a superior security feature. Don't mind me, I'm running on no sleep over here. So let's talk about the decoder lens right here. Now, unfortunately, you're not really going to be able to see it through an airtight. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. And I'm personally unwilling to take them out of the airtights. I'll just show you the ones that are not in airtights. Yeah, I don't know if you're going to be able to see that. Oh, good God. But I did pop this one out of the airtight when I first got it, just to try it out. It was in fact authentic. I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about on this 5-ouncer right here. You see that security feature right there? See how there's doesn't say anything other than mint mark SI? Nothing in the center? What about now? Now it says the word valid going through the decoder lens. See that right there? And I'd always known that if you turn 90 degrees, it should also reveal a sun. I don't know. Let me do it off camera for a second. I don't know if it's going to work the way that I want it. Oh, there we go. Yeah. It could be a little bit difficult sometimes. And I know you could definitely see it better off camera than on camera. For whatever reason, going through a camera lens doesn't really do it justice. I can see it though. But the word valid, that is perfectly clear. Crystal clear right there, the word valid. Proof of authenticity. Once again, I believe this is the superior security feature because there are a couple of different types of security features out there. You can go for serialized silver rounds and bars, ones with serial numbers on them. For example, the RCM bar is probably a good example of that. You can go for ones that have some type of a hologram feature, kind of like the new Britannias, where angled one way, it has a padlock, and angled another way, it has a trident symbol. It's a pretty cool feature. I'm a big fan of that. But I would say that the ultimate security feature requires you to have an additional device, something that goes beyond your eyesight and something that goes beyond the piece of silver, something that requires a third party in a way, something that requires an extra device, something outside of the piece of silver, something outside of something that you can just look at and see, okay, here's the serial number, okay, here is the hologram, something that you cannot see without the device. And this could be micro engraving too, by the way. I would say that is an equally superior security feature because you would probably need a microscope to verify. Things like that. Those are just a couple of examples. But anyway, here we have the 10-ounce silver bar. The security feature is significantly bigger on this one, so this one will probably be a little bit more clear. The word valid should pop up when angled the right way. I always have a, there we go. Valid. Now if we turn it on the side, angle it a certain way, there I can see it. Hopefully you can see it as well. The rays of the sun. I can definitely see it. Again, you're going to have to go and get one of these if you want to see it with your own eyes in person up close. I recommend everybody does that anyway. The decoder lenses should only be probably like $10, $20 anyway. Well worth the investment. Reason I say that is because it lasts forever as long as you don't break it. And even if you do break it, see, here's a mistake I made in the past. I always said, as long as you don't break this, it'll last forever. But then I came to realize that even if you do break it, then you'll have two. If you snap it in half, now you have two. See, no matter what part of the decoder lens you use, it works either way. The left side, the right side, the upper corner, it all works either way. So technically, even if you were to accidentally break this in half, it's perfectly fine. So I definitely think everyone that's stacking should probably have one of these. And it's pretty cool because obviously it just fits in your pocket. You can even stick this in your wallet probably and just take it on over to the coin shop or the pawn shop. I know that there are a lot of people out there who refuse to stack silver from the pawn shop because I guess it might have a bad reputation. Not that particular pawn shop, but pawn shops in general. They get a bad rap. You know, people say, oh, you know, they sell fake coins or whatever. All right, so bring a decoder lens. If they're offering you sunshine rounds or bars, bring this with you, verify whether or not it's real before you decide to take it home. This thing can really come in handy. And now finally, these two. The Walking Liberty Sunshine Round, and of course the Buffalo Sunshine Round. See, these have the security features as well. Again, I don't know if you're really going to be able to see it through an airtight, but we'll give it a try. Depending, oh, there we go. Kind of works. Maybe I'll try doing through the airtights for the other two as well, just to show it off. See the word valid right there? Proof of authenticity. I don't know if the sun is going to really show up, but yeah, you can kind of see it. Close enough anyway. Let's try these one last time. I do not believe... Some airtights are different, by the way. Some are thicker than others. But I remember trying it out for the first time, and I remember it worked on the bars, and then it didn't work on the round, and it freaked me out for a second. I was like, oh god, did I get something fake? And I popped it out of the airtight and checked it out, and it worked perfectly fine. So these airtights are a little bit thicker. Again, I'm unwilling to pop it out of the airtight just for the video, but you're going to have to take my word on that. They are, in fact, real. I verified it for myself. And then as for the Buffalo round, boom. Valid right there. Crystal clear. And then on the side, there we go. That's probably a more vivid shot of the sun on the inside right there. See that right there? The sun in the center with the rays all the way around it, and if you turn it away, not a 90-degree angle, it just disappears. Boom. That's the security feature right there. And again, I consider it to be the superior security feature. And also for the record, this one was also one of my first silver rounds, hence why it's in the airtight in the first place. These two, I got them around the same time. This one I got in 2020. These I got in 28. Actually, all of that right there I got in 2018. This one I got in 2020. And this one I actually got not too long ago. This was sent in from Lon. Thank you, Lon, for sending this my way. Thank you for your payment, technically. He sent in some silver in exchange for some merchandise. Sometimes it's cooler to make transactions in silver than in currency. Makes more sense, to me anyway. And obviously to a lot of other people. So yeah, these are just a couple examples of some of the sunshine products that I have. I have far more than just these right here. I have other sunshine bars. I have a lot of these right here, the standard sunshine round. I have a couple of these, a couple of the Walking Liberties, and I definitely have a whole bunch of Buffalo rounds, but I didn't have a sunshine Buffalo round up until Lon sent this my way. So once again, I appreciate that. This was just kind of I luckily stumbled upon it on eBay, so that's the reason I have that. This one that I got on Black Friday. This one that I got on Cyber Monday. And I've always been a huge fan of the sunshine bars, especially the 10-ounce sunshine bars, or really just 10 ounces in general. It just feels really good in the hand. It just feels good to hold on to. It's a nice amount of silver. It's a decent weight. It gets to the point where you're like, okay, I'm holding on to something of substance, something substantial. But funny enough, before I actually got those sunshine bars, I was actually contemplating, I was originally going to go with I think I was going to go with an RCM bar back in 2018. I couldn't make up my mind. I liked them both. I liked the serial number on one, and I liked the security feature on the other. The decoder lens security feature, that is, Mintmark SI. I couldn't tell which one I liked more. I didn't really have much of a preference at the time, but I was going to go with an RCM bar. And for whatever reason, I just ended up not going with the RCM bar, and I went with the sunshine bars instead. And I'm really glad that I did that. I think it was a really good choice. Not to say that you have to choose between the two. At the end of the day, why not stack both I'm all about stacking both, although I still don't have an RCM bar. I have plenty of other silver bars, but I don't have an RCM bar. So I'm going to have to do what needs to be done to go after one. Hopefully I can find one for a pretty fair price, but it is what it is. And I have a bunch of little 1 ounce silver bars as well. I have Westminster bars, I have American flag bars, I have other 10 ounce bars as well, the silver gold bull bar. I have a lot of different silver bars, and obviously silver bars fit in the safe a little bit better than rounds do. They take up a little bit less space, I guess you can say. If you got 2 identical safes and you filled one up entirely with silver rounds, little 1 ounce silver rounds, and you filled the other one up entirely with little 1 ounce silver bars, and then if you were to keep track, way more silver bars fit in the safe than silver rounds. Not that it makes that big of a difference. It's not really that deep, or that it's not really that serious, but just wanted to point that out there. But when it comes to the silver bars, I'm a huge fan of the Sunshine bar. I'm a huge fan of a lot of different types of bars. I mean, there's the Britannia bar, there's the Silvertown bar, there's the Scottsdale bar, there's the Kit Kat bar, which is made by Scottsdale. That's an interesting piece of silver. It's like a longer, skinnier 20 ounce bar, when usually we're used to bars kind of like that shape. It's called the Kit Kat bar for a reason. It kind of looks like, quite literally, a Kit Kat bar. That's something that I'd like to get eventually as well. But for the time being, I'm just going to stick to the 90% silver that I've been sticking to for the last going on 2 years at this point. I'd like to get back into generic silver at one point or another. It really just comes down to the premiums. It's not my decision, it's the premiums decision. So I'll go after what I can get my hands on for the lowest possible premium, and right now it's 90%. But I'm definitely looking forward to being able to get back into generic silver again. I want to go after the rounds and the bars, especially the bars, and even more especially the 10 ounce silver bars. Really looking forward to that. But I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. When it comes to Sunshine bars and Sunshine rounds, what are your thoughts? Are you a fan? Do you have any? Are you not a fan? Do you not have any? And if you do have Sunshine rounds and bars, do you have the Decoder lens as well? This is what I consider to be an absolute necessity. And for whatever reason, once again, it's the only product that I use that isn't sold on Amazon for whatever reason. But every other product, if you need any, Amazon affiliate links in the description. If you need anti-tarnish paper to prevent your silver from discoloring over time, it absorbs different pollutants, that link will be in the description. If you need a microscope so you can closely examine coins, maybe you can look at some micro engraving and another type of security feature, that link will also be in the description. If you need any airtight tubes and capsules for coins and rounds and whatnot, those links will also be in the description. And of course, if you need any generic tubes for generic rounds, this is the best thing to store generic rounds in. Link will also be in the description. Along with everything else, all my other silver and gold stacking supplies that I didn't even name, all of the prepping supplies that I use, water purification units, portable power stations, portable fire pit and cooking stove, food dehydrators, it's all linked in the description. And here's the last time I'll say it. All of those Amazon affiliate links will be pulled from the descriptions of my videos at the end of the month. I'm removing all of them come April, so use them while you can. You really only have like 2 or 3 days left. So everything will be linked in the description. And once again, head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to Sunshine silver rounds and bars. If you guys like today's video, please hit that like button like Will Smith hit Chris Rock at that award thing the other night. Oh, wow! Make sure to subscribe if you're new. Subscribe to my second channel for weekly videos. Go and get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel in the biggest possible way. We got t-shirts, hoodies, stickers, coffee mugs in a bunch of different designs. A lot of the products are actually raising some funds and awareness for different charity organizations, by the way. DYDSS store will be linked in the description. Come and join us in the Precious Metals VIP Club, which is where I do giveaways every single month. I have one going on right now. Join before April 1st if you want to get entered. I believe only 2 days left. Live streams multiple times a week. Deal alerts on silver and gold almost every single day. You can watch all of my videos early and commercial free. Every Saturday morning, I post a brand new adventure vlog, and there are a ton of other perks as well. I guarantee you the value exceeds the cost. VIP Club link in the description. And of course, make sure to go and get your 5 free stocks by downloading Webull and funding your account. They're going to give you 5 free stocks just for doing so, and you can fund your account with as little as a penny, and it still works. And I know that because that's what I did. If you refer 1 friend by the end of the month, they're going to give you 10 free random stocks. It's part of their advertising budget. Rather than wasting currency on billboards and TV commercials, they reward their users for helping them build their app with them. And of course, if you refer 3 friends by the end of the month, they're going to give you a spin on the Webull wheel, which guarantees you at least 1 free share of Apple, with the chance of winning 2, 3, 5, 7, maybe even 10 free shares of Apple. Don't pass up on an opportunity. If you don't want the stocks, go and get them anyway. Sell them. Congratulations. Now you have the cash to go and get you some sunshine rounds and bars if you want. Webull link in the description. Time is running out. And of course, last but not least, if you need the Discover It cashback card to get 5% cash back at the gas station for April, May, and June, or 10% cash back if it's your first year with the card, I will leave a referral link in the description. You don't have to use mine, but make sure you use somebody's. If you apply for the card through a referral link, you and the person that referred you each get a $100 statement credit. That's $100. That's essentially a $100 gift card. You can spend it without having to pay it back. And guess what? In the 3rd quarter of the year, July, August, and September, get 5% cash back or 10% cash back if it's your first year on PayPal transactions. That means pretty much everything on the internet, which also means online precious metal dealing websites and all the silver and gold you can get off of eBay and whatnot. Make sure you're saving some currency while stacking that money. Referral link in the description. And I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know once again, what are your thoughts on sunshine rounds and bars? Are you a fan of them? Do you like them? Do you not like them? Do you think that they're boring? Are you not that big of a fan of generic silver, regardless of what it is? Maybe you're hyper-focused on coins rather than generics for whatever reason, even if it's pure silver. Hey, it is what it is. We all have our preferences. But when it comes to this particular security feature, the Mintmark SI that requires the Decoder lens, what are your thoughts? Do you think that this is the superior security feature, or at least one of them? Do you think that this is as incredible of a security feature as I consider it to be? And of course, do you have a decoder lens that you can use to verify whether or not the sunshine bars are real or fake? Head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you tomorrow. Don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.